throat, gazing at Childen and then down at a piece of jewelry which he held. He did not know how to leave, evidently. Childen smiled and said nothing. The situation became stealthy in his movements. He made himself inconspicuous. Childen sold a shaving mug, almost sold a handful of your business cards, so that they could come in and inspect other examples. I see. Wishes to discuss the entire subject with you at his location. I have written out his name and address. Paul handed Childen a folded square. He wants his business colleagues to you. Paul added. It is an important. He imports. Pieces such as this. He picked up the pen once more, briefly. Closing the lid, he returned the box to Childen. Can be mass-produced, either in base metal or plastic, from a mold, in any quantity desired. Good luck, charms, to be worn by relatively poor people. A line... As if there would be a good deal of money here. Paul nodded. Was this your idea? Childen said. No, Paul said. He was silent. Your genius, Childen said. You said it was to our American proud artists. Our American proud artists. Myself included.
Christ!
To suggest trashy good luck charms, therefore he held the squiggle of silver, reflection of the midday sun, like box-top Syrian trinces sent away. Presently he heard ambulance noises, wailing from the street. Once the large bus...
Run light camera in one...
To her, it was the old and familiar expression on a man's face, but it did not upset her to see it here. She... We hope you have enjoyed our presentation of The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick. Performed by...
The former Martian soil is rich and lovely. 2 more doublings, and I'll have covered the whole field. All that work was great for my morale. It gave me something to do. But after things settled prolifically and have a reasonable caloric content, 770 calories per kilogram. I'm pretty sure the ones I have will germinate. Problem is, I can't grow enough of them. Those old math questions you had in algebra class, where water is entering a container at a certain rate and leaving at a different rate, you need to figure out when it'll be empty. Drive without spacesuits during long periods traversing the surface. They're too cramped to plant crops in, and I want to be able to drive them around anyway. But both rovers have an emergency pop tent. There are a lot of problems with using the pop tent. It was about time for another dirt doubling, so I figured I might as well get it over with. It took an hour. 1 more doubling and the usable soil will all be good to go. Also, I figured it was time to start up a seed crop. I doubled the soil enough that I could afford to leave a little corner of it alone. I had 12 potatoes to work with. I didn't want...
Seriously? No signal or anything.
They'll probably say, thanks for gathering samples, but leave them behind. And one of your arms, too, whichever one you like least. And on the off chance, I'll bring sold 473. My 5th air day, and things are going well. I shall be skimming south of Mars Crater tomorrow. Bankett blinked. We're taking the front of the ship off? Sure, Bruce said. The nose airlock alone is 400 kilograms. The windows are pretty damn heavy, too. And they're connected by hull panel 19, so may as well take that too. So he's going to launch with a big hole in front of the ship. We'll have him cover it with hab canvas. Hab canvas. For a launch to orbit. Bruce shrugged. The hull's mostly there to keep the air in. Mars's atmosphere is so thin you don't need a lot of streamlining. By the time the ship's going fast enough for air resistance to matter, it'll be high enough that there's practically no air.
Something right there. The kid was attitude in a uniform. Spender spread his hand wide. I should be thanking. Surprise. Surprise. Sam repeated. I feel like that's all we ever talk about. Only in immediate sense. The micro, not the macro. We need to discuss the long-term prognosis. This. No one wanted to do anything about it. Except him, of course. Truthfully, she found a little fun in his thinking. Heaving aside, he edged into the crowd, pushing them aside with a burly strength nobody wanted to contest. Rach had that going for him. He was good. Oh, think, she said curtly. Just fine. Fresh. A table. One should have flickered in doubt. The human cowards, she spat. Whoa! The grunt put his arm around her waist, helping her while Raj moved forward to guide ultimately shove a path through the stern and let him go out. The sergeant tilted her head and scanned the data again. He said, and I quote, something like a reverse explosion, like kind of nope, but backward, unquote. He had to make a decision, and soon. It took only one group to know what they'd vote for. Head for home. Enough's enough. Marco had no intention of doing that. Not yet. The Nexus couldn't afford for them to return empty-handed, and he knew it. They were just scared, and who could blame them? Stroke. An eerie howling began somewhere at the nose of the ship, and worked its way down her hull. Joints in the hull, grinding as the weird tendrils of the Scourge continued to toy with them. Nav, we're going to burn, but not to pass the planet by. We can't actually intend to land without sensors. Why the hell didn't you do that when it happened? Sloan bellowed into the mic. Despite that, the voice on the speaker did not waver. We did, the woman said. Circled back immediately, at great risk aboard. Searched for as long as we could. But Marco's critical.
Oh, Jesus! Ah. What the hell, man? Crazy person. Look at the weather condition.
Look at all the spray going up from it.
Oh, the weather condition. You want to accelerate like that, like a damn fool. Stupid pedestrian.
All of them are going anyway.
Obey the fucking speed, Richard. Obey the fucking traffic laws. It's the middle of winter. You have to be a little bit more cautious.
Before. This one is called Abide With Me.
That guy's in a very dangerous place to be broken
Wasn't
down.
even fully pulled over.
He's in a very dangerous place to be broken down, that guy.
Another one broken down. Is that far apart? I don't think so. Looks like that guy's looking for information.
This person behind me is looking at their phone.
Careful, there's a pedestrian.
Alright. Don't just stand there, stupid.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that just because effectively these non-conformance reports are filed doesn't mean there's a permanent problem. It could just mean somebody identified a problem and then it was later fixed.
Agreement isn't totally available. So yeah, there's a lot that we know. We do know that they have to give some material reports to the province, but even then it isn't complete. So we have a serious gap between what is and
Go ahead.
and that's one reason why, for instance, in the phase 2, they have to do a much better agreement in terms of requirements, prior requirements, so that transparency.
Whoa. What is he doing? Is he trying to die? A woman. I don't like it how they say that. Just say make a U-turn. It's not a U-turn actually. It's not here, right? Not here, right? It's the next one. Whoa. They're lost. Recalculation. Take the next right. You're not pulling over? Recalculation. Drive 3.2 kilometers.